teach our clients that it is the right thing to do.
If I ever did walk again, I would do what made me happy.
But we have options, and I know we're gonna be okay.
Good evening and a warm welcome to this. So I'm still on a massive high after the conference and everything that has transpired. And I can't believe it's already a week later, and awesome to welcome back my co-host, Rizan. Rizan, welcome.
Thank you, Francois. It's really, really great to be here. I've been looking forward to this night, actually, since we started 5 months ago. This is the best part, you know, when everything's done, celebrating the speakers, and, you know, we've got some awards, but also we've got some awards of our own from the program last year.
Yeah, it's been amazing to have won an award for the Speaker and Influencer program. Really, really amazing. And I can just this is a big team effort, right? This isn't just like one man, one woman. Like this takes a village almost to get here. And I think we're really proud of the fact that we have won that award, and the Speaker and Influencer program has won this award last year. So yeah, and you know what's happening tonight, Rizan?
Well, first of all, this year's conference, it's really gone to hit new heights. We've reached a bigger audience than ever before. The feedback that we've had has been absolutely phenomenal. And also tonight, we've got a fantastic lineup. We've got here in the studio back with us, we've got Asker Lindholt and Nick Elston, two of the speaking coaches who supported the Speaker and Influencer program. And Dan, I believe Dan is also here, and Dan will be doing a quick interview with them. And then we also have a special message from Dominic Calenzo for you. And then, of course, we have the announcements of our award winners. So jam-packed evening.
I already have goosebumps and we haven't even started. Yeah, really looking forward to this. And we have 7 categories tonight, as well as a special achievement award. And I think we've had many of these discussions before the time as well. It's so hard, you know, for the panel to have come up with winners and the nominees, because everybody's been incredible on this journey. And I just want to put that out there. We've said this, like you've said this a million times, like everybody's a winner. Like it's just and I've really got goosebumps. It's like, and it's not even cold here. But yeah, so really looking forward to that. And then we also will share with you how you can take part in 2023. So we're going to release more information around how you can express your interest and then apply later on. So to get into the program for next year. So really, really excited about that for next year's Global Financial Planning Conference.
Definitely. I think, shall we get started?
Yes, please.
Okay, so let's get started. We've first got a special message for you from Dominic Calenzo, and then Dan will be going over straight to interview Nick and Asker.
Hi everyone. Wow, you smashed it out of the park. I'm really sorry that I can't be with you this evening to participate in the awards, but I just wanted to say a huge congratulations to everyone who was part of the program. It was a massive pleasure working with you all to see the growth, the highs, the lows, and to see the final result and to be part of the conversation on social media afterwards, and just the buzz that you created, sharing your amazing ideas and your amazing stories. So thank you very much for letting me play a small part. I hope you have a fantastic evening together. I'm really sorry I can't be there. I'm dadding right now. It's my daughter's cricket match and I need to be there. But have a fantastic evening. Please celebrate your success. Everyone is a winner in my eyes. And if there's anything that I can do to help in the future, you know where I am. Connect with me on LinkedIn or just drop me an email. It's dominic@inflow.global. Have a lovely evening. Take care.
Thank you very much, Dom, and thank you to Francois and Rizan. I think it's probably time we take Francois off the screen so he can compose himself, because we know what he's like. So I'm here, of course. Thank you, everyone, for joining tonight. I'm here to interview our fantastic speaking coaches this year, and they, of course, are Nick Elston and Asker Lindholt. How you doing, guys?
Very good, thank you, Dan. You?
I'm good, thank you. And Asker, how about you?
Awesome. Been really looking forward to it. It's always a lot of fun to hang out with you guys. So
it is.
Okay.
I think that's the one word I would describe all of this as, and I'm sure you guys would as well. It's good fun. It's the best fun that we've ever had, I would say. So, Asker, I just want to start with you, if I can, please, sir, because it's your first year of taking part in this. So, when we started out, we had one speaking coach and a few people behind the team. Last year, we took on Nick. This is Nick's second year. And then this year, we've got you. So now everyone who's on a Speaker and Influencer program has 3 amazing coaches taking them through it alongside the rest of the team as well. How was your first year being as one of our speaking coaches?
Wonderful. I mean, this community is amazing. Everybody welcomed me so well. And, you know, this community is more than just being yourself. Of course, we all want to do our own thing and do well, but we're in this together. And I really felt that during the workshops, in between the sessions, and talk together with you, Adam, Nick, everybody. Just overall amazing.
Good stuff. Yeah, it's fantastic to have you on board. And it really does add another kind of element to the process. Like I said, it's not just the support that you give, it's also the different teachings and the different kind of dynamics and messages that we hear from you as well. And it's lovely to have. And Nick, it's your second, I think it is your second year. Just making sure it is your second year, isn't it?
It actually is.
Yeah.
You can count to 2.
Yeah, no. How has the last 5 months and the last, taking part in this been for the second year this year? What, because every year there's little differences, little kind of distinct differences between them. What's really stood out for you this year in the group that we've had?
Do you know what the amazing thing is? Actually, it's the differences that are kind of culturally as well. And obviously, we've been through a lot of changes over the past couple of years, and that's certainly reflected in people's stories. And as you know, that's the part that I focus on, is the transformational element of storytelling and using vulnerability. And I think what I've seen this year certainly is people are really injecting a lot more humanity into their talks, because actually there's been a lot more to feel over the past couple of years, and it's great to see that coming through.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things that really stood out across, from like one of the big messages from the Global Financial Plan Conference, was the authenticity of it and the vulnerability that was on show. And to be honest, mate, the amount of people who were saying that is massive props to you, Nick, especially because of, that message clearly came through everyone's talks, that vulnerability, which is exactly why we've got you on board.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, it's one of those things that seems the most daunting thing to use, is that kind of superpower of vulnerability. But when people use it, they can see where the transformation lies, and actually what the opportunities then open up that wouldn't have been there without you showing the world your true self in that sense. And I know, even looking at the comments box now, I know there's a lot of names on there that I've spoken to that have shared big, powerful things they didn't ever anticipate sharing to an audience, and they did, and to wonderful results. And people really felt what they said. It wasn't just about hearing them, they felt what they had to say. And that's how you really get that connection for me.
It definitely is. And I think what we try and really drum into people from the beginning is that this is a safe space, not just the coaching program beforehand, but also when you're actually giving the talks on the days of the conference. It's a safe space. You're not going to be heckled. You're not going to be, no one in the crowd is going to tell you off or tell you their opinion, because they're just wanting to listen from you. And yeah, it's a really, really good safe space. So I'm going to ask you what you're most proud of and stuff like that eventually, I would imagine. But I guess I just want, for the people who are thinking about taking part next year, I will start with you, Asker. Can you just take us through very quickly kind of some of the elements of what we actually do over those months or leading up to the actual conference and the Speaker and Influence program?
I can. I mean, we are a bunch of coaches really helping people find their message, because it's not always easy, and we want to have this personal touch to it. Because yeah, this is about finances, but in reality, it's about connection, like Nick talked about. It's about personal stories. It's about changing your inside so you can go out and make the influence you really want to. So we basically help people find their message, but also it's a personal growth thing. You cannot help not changing yourself, because if you have to be vulnerable, like Nick talks about, and I also touch about, it just transforms you. So really, it can make your keynote, it can be your amazing talk, it can be the thing you can use when you're with clients. So I think there's a lot in it that they're going to get, really.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's been key for many people in increasing their communication skills right across the board, not just giving public talks, but everything, like you said, talking to clients and stuff like that. Nick, on the emotional side and the kind of emotional storytelling side, can you give us an idea of what? Because I know, because I've been on it, but what kind of stuff do people get when they're on that program?
I think it's the realization that speaking, and everyone would have experienced this during this kind of process, that speaking isn't just about being able to deliver this pitch, this message. It's actually, speaking is life. Speaking is business and education. It's your ability to deliver any message with clarity and power and emotion, for sure. And for me, once you realize that whether the audience is one person, whether it's somebody at home, a partner or a close friend, or whether it's a million people on a video, once we realize that speaking is so pivotal, we also realize that has an ultimately defining impact on our success by our own definition of that really subjective word. Yeah. And for me, the emotional storytelling element gets the two things that we strive for as soon as we can in any presentation or any message, and that's community and commonality. And if we can find those two things, especially on a very human level, then we've really engaged people. And I've also had several messages recently with the cohort from this year. Actually, I've told them along the process, this is really addictive. And Ansgar will back me up on this. Speaking is very addictive, but you don't see it at the time. And once they've delivered once, that's it. They want more and more and more. And it's great to kind of get the bug. And you're going to have a lot more people delivering strong, powerful, confident messages now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when people start, they think, how on earth am I going to talk for 10 minutes? I mean, 10 minutes, you think it's going to feel like it's forever. But then just as you get into your flow, just as you start really kind of feeling like you're comfortable, it's then time to close the talk. And sometimes, I felt this, a lot of people have felt this, that it's just sometimes you need to talk for a bit longer. That's what we want. We want to dangle the carrot in front of people and say, this is really cool and it's nice to be involved in. Who knows what you can do next? And that's kind of what we're getting from this. Well, I think we'll leave it there because we've run out of our time for our segment. But thank you so much, guys. Once again, it's been a fantastic process working with you. All look at the lovely comments, people saying how much they've enjoyed working with you guys. You know why? It's because the stuff you give is really, really high quality, and we love having you on the team. And we really, really look forward to seeing you guys again next year. So thank you very much. And I'll hand things back to Francois and Rizan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Dan, and thanks, Nick and Ansgar, for that. I think now is the moment that we have all been waiting for. Francois?
Let's get this party started.
I definitely think so. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Right, so now you're ready, like Adam, you can play. I just wanted to say, like,
That's brilliant. Congratulations, Wilco.
congrats, Wilco.
Yay!
The advisor with a hat.
Awesome.
Luckily, I remembered it this time.
Yes, you had us stressing there on the day. It was literally, I think, about 5 minutes before you started, and I phoned, and you were actually in your car driving still. But yeah, you were there and you delivered perfectly. So really, really well done on this nomination and on this award as well.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So maybe tell the audience a little bit about, what was the process like for you, and did you practice a lot? How did you go about it?
Okay, so the whole process, and first of all, before I start with that, I want to thank all of you that was involved and allowed us to go through this journey. I think what we've learned over the last 5 months has really been tremendous, and it's changed a lot about how we approach the way we just speak, whether it's on a Zoom Teams platform or in front of a client, the way you think and how you approach things. So really, I want to thank all of you first for that. And then, well, the process in the beginning, you think you know what you should do. I mean, I've been playing around with my own YouTube channel for the last 2 years, and then you sit with people that does it for a living, and all of a sudden you realize that, wow, you've got so much to learn. But when you start or stop overthinking it, then the puzzle pieces just normally starts falling into place. And so did I practice a lot? No, I've got 3 kids and the 4th on the way. So my life is really busy and trying to run a business. But in between breaks, sitting down, I've got notes all over the place. And then eventually I got everything in together. So the practicing was the last 48 hours. Then I had to lock myself away. But before that, it was not a lot.
Wilco, and tell me, what kind of sense of achievement do you feel right now?
I think it's a feeling of accomplishment, but also self-belief, in the sense of, you know what, you can do this. So don't be afraid anymore. Just go out there and do it. I think that's the only type of feeling I've got at this moment.
It's really, really, really great. Wilco, again, congratulations, well deserved, and we've been so lucky to have you in the program this year.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Well done, Wilco. You can go wash the cap now. Like, well done, brother. Very proud of you.
Well, next up, we've got the next segment, and that is for best production. Adam, I think you can bring it on. The nominees are Francois Collin, Tom Kenny, Tracy Chumba, Cobus Barnard, and Tom Bloy. And the winner is Tom Bloy.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Mr. Bloy.
Thank you very much.
Yes, it looks like you're still there from your talk. Like I think it was an amazing setup you've got there. The lighting, the audio, the way you dressed, like everything just came together. So first off, a big congratulations. It's the big reason why you won this category, and yeah, it was awesome. But I'm keen to sort of learn from you, like what was this process like for you, and how much time did you put into preparing for this? You know, thinking about specifically your setup. As well, but what was that like for you,
Francois? And yeah, thanks Razan and everybody involved in the process. It's been a wonderful journey. I had an interview with Adam last year, and when I got the nod, I think it was in the beginning of this year, it was quite a surprise. The last few years, with COVID, we've obviously had to reinvent and rework ourselves, and I'm somebody who's always looking how to improve my delivery, my practice. I listen to your show, Francois, and from others as well, and so that's kind of where I guess I've got some of the ideas and the insights in terms of the setup. And in terms of the journey, I mean, when I signed up or sort of put my name forward last year, life was a little bit different. I've got a bit more on my plate this year, so it certainly was a challenge, but I thoroughly enjoyed every sort of element of it, exposure to the different speakers and the different styles, and obviously the different purposes that each brought along. And I think there's a lot to take from that. But like I think of many things, one wants to go back to it in the future when things have settled down a little bit and review the lessons and the teachings that we've obviously seen. But more importantly, obviously put them to practice as well. I mean, I've done 1 or 2 sort of deliveries to people in the past, and I certainly enjoy it. But I think it's something that one needs to practice, and depending on what your subject is, you can possibly take it to another level. So it's been a great journey. Thank you.
That is amazing. And just tell me quickly about your set. Is that like a standard setup for you? Is it something you did specifically for your talk? Just tell me a little bit about the environment you find yourself in.
Yeah, so this is a study that's become sort of an office. The exact setup as I have it right now is not quite like I would normally have it. I think it's better delivering a talk and standing up. There's just there's so much more power in doing that and more confidence. As we all know in our industry, if you're trying to make phone calls and you're sort of striking out stand up, it'll change. So I changed and adapted a couple of things, but in terms of the camera, the mic that I've got, it's the same that I use to run all of my interviews with my clients or my meetings with them. Just slightly different with the lighting, I guess. But otherwise, the same kit that I use on a day-to-day basis when I'm here.
Awesome. Tom, one last time, big congratulations. Well done. Thank you for being part of this. It was amazing. Also interacting with you in like the drop-in sessions and all those things. Well done. And we hope you're going to take this forward.
Thanks so much. Thanks for including me. I really appreciate it.
It's a big pleasure. Thanks, man. Have a good evening. All right. So with that, if I'm not mistaken, Razan, the next category is best script. So we're going with that. Yeah. So yeah. Adam, let's go. So our nominees for Best Script are Aaron Rousseau, John Doyle, Amber Driscoll, Mulalu Nemataheni, and Nicola Coates. And our winner, John Doyle. Big congratulations to John. Unfortunately, John can't be with us right at the second, but he may be joining us later. So if he does, then we will definitely bring him on to to receive his virtual award, and so that we can have a chat with him. But John, just well done. Amazing script. Really enjoyed it. And just a big congratulations from all of us. Razan, any word from you for John?
Congrats, John. I believe we will see him later. So let's hope for that, and we can hear about his journey.
Awesome.
I think we're ready for the next category.
Okay.
So the next category is Best Story Adaptation. Adam, you can roll the nominees. In the category for Best Story Adaptation, the nominees are Mel Jacoby, Bianca Williams, Lena Patel, Amanda Potgieter, and Andy Grols. And the winner is Bianca Williams with Minding the Gap. Congratulations, Bianca. I believe Bianca is not with us right now either, but a huge congrats. That was a very, very strong category to fall under. It was very, very difficult, choosing a winner. And in fact, I think all of the finalists there are absolute winners that could have gone any kind of way. What do you think, Francois?
If people could see how everybody fought in terms of the panel that had to decide this one, like it was big. I think this was probably one of the most contentious sort of awards, and just a big congratulations on being nominated for this. I think it's really, really amazing and well done. Like all of these stories, they really hit the heart hard. So yeah, just a big congratulations.
Yes, I definitely. I think the engagement and the way the audience responded to every single person's story and the way that they told it, and that's also what I really love about this program. You know, people can have the same story, but it's when they tell it in their kind of way, it always comes out different, and it always hits different notes for you.
And there's nothing like a personal story, right? So
I
something
know.
that like it's so personal. I would never be able to do that. I mean, Dan was again joking with me. Dan, I'm going to get you when I come over, but it's like, you know, I won't be able to tell a story like that because I won't be able to keep my emotions in check. So doing something like that that's so personal to you, one is difficult, and then being willing to share this with the world is the other amazing thing, because there's so many people that you and I don't realize actually resonate with our stories.
Definitely, and I just want to commend all of the finalists there. A lot of brave stories, and really opening up, being vulnerable, and what you've paid forward there. You know, the value and the lessons people could take out of there. You know, it's reached such a huge audience. I think, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the numbers, but we've had really great viewership on that. So to all of the finalists, well done. And to Bianca, congratulations on your winning nomination.
Fantastic. And I've just heard a little birdie that John Doyle has finally found the studio. So he has joined us. He's managed to get out of what he was busy with, and really excited to chat to him quickly.
Hey, how are we doing? I'm on the swimming run with the kids in the car, so I had to pull over quickly and jump on. Yeah, it was a bit earlier than I was expecting, but there we go.
Well, John, a huge congratulations on your winning nomination. Well done. I'm just off the cuff. How are you feeling right now?
Buzzing, to be honest. Absolutely buzzing about it. Yeah, not expected at all. But yeah, really quite amazing to have been nominated and to win. Yeah.
Well done. John, could you maybe tell the audience a little bit about how do you design your talks, and what was the inspiration for your talk?
Yeah, so the inspiration was really like thinking through what's impacted me over the last couple of years, and that made it really quite easy, because I knew straight away it'd be something to do with philosophy, something to do with stoicism. I've been diving into quite a lot, boring my entire family with it, I will say, and then it was about crafting a talk, because I had too much that I wanted to share initially. I whittled it down, and actually I've got to put a big thank you out to my wife, because I did the first recording and talked through my script, and she was like, you need to start differently. You're not engaging me enough at the beginning. So she really worked with me on that, and we came up with the beginning and honed the script down through a process of sort of recording myself, listen it back, and yeah, it just came to where it was in the end.
That's brilliant, John. I think you touched on a really good point there. For all of the the speakers that joined the program, I'm very sure they better halves, their spouses, their family members, their brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers had to endure quite a lot during the program and endure quite a lot beforehand. And of course, they are greatest champions. So maybe we should just shout out to everybody that supported the speakers as well. So thanks to your wife as well, Johnny. Please tell her we say thank you.
I will do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she, you may have bored and sort of frustrated them, but tonight they're celebrating with you. Or today, I see the sun is still shining over there. But just big congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you.
Congrats, John.
Awesomeness, right? And then, this is a nice award. There goes the goosebumps. No tears, no crying tonight, but definitely a lot of goosebumps here on my side. And our next award is the Breakout Speaker for 2022. So our nominees for Breakout Speaker of 2022 are Bryce Clark, Mulalu Nemataheni, Marihet Tappen, Nikki McDonald, and Mr. Christian Kulen. And And our winner, the breakout speaker, Mulalu Nemataheni. Hey.
Mulalu, congratulations. Look at that face.
Thank you. Wow.
Mulalu, a huge congratulations. Well done. I've got goosebumps now. I didn't earlier. Mulalu, first of all, how are you feeling right now?
I am so excited and wow. Sure.
Did you not expect this, I take?
I wasn't expecting it.
Well, while that's sinking, let me just ask you, having gone through the whole process of the program, what would you tell anybody that is thinking of joining the program in 2023? What was the biggest takeaways for you, and what do you think people have to gain out of this joining us next year?
Joining this program is the best thing that you can do in your life, because if you want to be a speaker or just work on your speaking skills, there is so much that this program gives. The coaches that takes us through the process, and even going back to watch the recordings, you can see that there's a lot to learn. And once you do this program, it's like going uphill, and the only way is to go down. So once you take up global stages, everything else, it's possible.
That's amazing, Mulalu. And I want to ask you one more question. In terms of a sense of achievement, personally and professionally, have you benefited in both ways?
Definitely. Personally, I've become more confident, and I've also been able to use some of the learnings from the sessions in my day-to-day life. And professionally, this has opened so many doors. And even when opportunities come my way, I just grab them. If there's no opportunities, I create them. Because before doing this program, I would be presented with speaking opportunities, and I will just find an excuse or make an excuse. Now there is no more excuses. We are advancing the agenda and getting financial information and financial education to our people. So thank you very much for this.
A huge congratulations, Mulalu. And obviously, you've also made a ton of friends during the program as well. I see you guys interacting in the chat. But Mulalu, congrats, well deserved. And we're so glad for you.
Thank you very much. And I also want to thank my partner, Dr. Mtikita, for being with me through this all, because it's so much time that one takes to be part of this program, but to have someone support you and also listen to you when you do your speech and prepare, it says a lot. So thank you very much, Dr. Mtikita, and everyone that supported me and the people that were part of this program. I really appreciate it.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, Mulalu. We're now going to be moving on to the next category. This is a new category. Excuse me.
Yeah, but it's big. That's why it's so hard to say it.
It is a hard category.
It is, literally.
It's also a big category.
It takes a lot of courage.
Incredible amount of courage. And we had really good topics being tackled there. So the category that we've introduced for this year, it is called Tackling Big Issues, and it is exactly like it is, tackling issues that we face today. Let's roll with the nominees. And in the category of tackling big issues, the nominees are Charlotte Phillips Lynn, Graham Hopper, Emily Poole, Sarah Coles, and Motsapuleng Mbete. And the winner is Charlotte Phillips Lynn.
Well done, Charlotte. Big congratulations.
Wow, thank you.
Awesome. No, I must say, like, I watched all the talks, but when I was listening to your talk, like, you touched a few things there, that one doesn't tend to go think about. So, as I said earlier, not only does it take courage, but also a lot of conviction. And I could sort of pick up from your talk that, it came from a lot of personal experience as well. So also I want to say, coming from a place of authority, you know, talking about this big issue, I think you are absolutely like, I mean, and to use a stage like this and have the courage to come on and tackle these big things that a lot of people are avoiding talking about, I think is absolutely fantastic. So how was that for you? I mean, in run up to that and in delivering the actual talk on the day?
Yeah, it's funny. The recording I thought would be worse, not worse than doing it live, but I was nervous about doing that. And then 2 seconds before I was about to go live, I was like, oh no, what am I doing? But then as soon as I started talking, it just filled me with adrenaline, and I was just so excited to get that message across. And for everyone who took something from it, like, I'm really appreciative of that.
Yeah, no, it was really, really amazing. Like, I don't know how else to put it. It was just like, for me, it like really, you know, if something makes you stand still and think about these things, then you know, like, you did a great job. So not only is it about tackling the big issues, I also think that you need to be commended for the way in which you actually did that. So well done from that perspective. What is a takeaway for you from this program that you've been a part of?
I think it's been an amazing journey for me. When I signed up, I was a bit like, oh no, what have I got myself in for? But yeah, I've just learned so much along the way. Oh, my cat has decided to get involved with the whole awards. Yeah, the biggest takeaway, I think, is to just keep public speaking about this, because it's such an important issue. And like you said, there are certain things that you haven't necessarily thought about before. So yeah, I think just keep going with it. I think that's kind of what spurred me on to do that.
Awesome. And here's a sneaky question, right? I have a tendency to do sneaky questions. So was there anything that you said on the day that wasn't part of your speech, or did you deliver your speech like the way you planned it? Was there anything you threw in there in the spur of the moment that you felt, yo, I need to add this, or was it as per your script?
No, so I did actually add in a few bits. I actually added them in the script that morning. I was like, I need to just add this in. I think it's right. So I'm glad I did. But yeah, definitely wasn't how the recording went, that's for sure.
Awesome. Charlotte, just another big congratulations from us. Thank you for being a part of this. We hope that you're going to send more people to this program to do what you did. We really appreciate you, and thank you for having the courage and for not only putting up your hand, but for seeing it through. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much.
Cool stuff. All right, now this is also a big one. I don't know, in terms of Oscars, like, you know, is this the kind of award that is like the penultimate one or not yet?
Yeah, they usually do this one towards the end. And this category, I don't know, should we introduce it or should we talk about it?
Let Adam just play it.
Let's just play
yeah,
it.
let's just
Okay,
play
let's
it.
just play
Go,
it.
Adam.
Let's do that.
All right, so this is Best Performance. What a category. And our nominees for Best Performance for 2022 are Keith Boyce, Sasha Wakefield, CJ Smith, Kate Birch-Berry, and Matisetso Mate. And our winner for Best Performance, CJ Smith.
Look at that. Isn't that awesome? CJ, congratulations. You can just do the spin again for us. You don't have your guitar with you, but a huge congratulations.
I'll do it. My little daughter is doing ballet, so I'm learning. So I'll go like
Like you said, best performance, and you are definitely not disappointing us tonight. That's for sure. CJ, really huge congratulations. There's a couple of things really that stood out that I want to ask you. But the one thing is, you know, what inspired you to pick up your guitar and bring sound and music into the talk?
Rizwan, this has actually been coming a while, this whole talk, and I think I didn't necessarily have the platform to put everything together. I myself love to play a bit guitar, and I think in that and in work and in life, I try to understand it a bit better. I try to make it just taking it back to something that I know. So it's been coming for a while. I thought about it a while ago as a whole band. If you look at your company, you've got different departments. You've got the drums, who's the heartbeat of the company, and you've got the front man, who's the advisors, who's out there, but you've got your support staff, who's the bass guitar. So I've been playing around with it quite a while, but I think the opportunity, the last 5 months just kind of pulled everything together, and it helped me to create a story of this. So it was an awesome experience. I want to say thank you to you and Francois. It was really just a great experience. And to my wife, I mean, you should have seen on the day, because I think I sent Francois a voice note a day or two before. I was like, no, this is not going to work, because I was trying to play guitar, do the sound, everything on my guitar, and luckily my wife was able to help out, and yeah, so it was just an awesome experience.
Brilliant, CJ. So there's another spousal thanks. We're gonna have to be sending out gift baskets next year. CJ, I just want to mention something else as well. It was still very, very early on in the program that we got a message from one of your colleagues that you work with to tell us how amazing. Well, actually, to ask us, what are we doing to you?
In a good way.
In a good way. What are you doing? And to commend you on the level of confidence and speaking that you've been bringing into the boardroom and bringing into meetings, and that was still very early on in the program. So I do want to ask, how has the program helped you in terms of confidence within the workplace?
I think a lot. I think, and for everybody that went through the course, to realize that you have a story to tell, and to realize that you have a sound. And I think a lot of time you sit and you suppress a lot of things because you don't have the confidence in that. And I think this platform really helped in just getting that confidence and being able to speak what's on your mind and to really how to structure a thing. So no, I'm glad somebody called you. I should definitely buy them a beer or something. But no, it was really it was a good and awesome experience for me.
Yeah.
I just want I add that for a proper breakfast, we'll give you the name.
Oh, yes.
How's that? We can barter.
Yes.
Yes.
It's actually called blackmail in a different form.
Yes. Well done, CJ. We're so proud of you. Well done. And making this your own, well done.
Definitely. Well deserved. Thanks, CJ. I believe we now have the last category. Is it the last one? It is. Yeah.
So quick, eh?
I know. But this last category is very, very special as well. And this is where we recognize special achievements and the most inspiring student. During this program, there's a lot that happens. There's a lot of topics that people try and tackle and uncover. There's a lot of personal feels and emotions and things that do happen in this journey. And along the way, people just stumble upon little parts of themselves that they didn't know shine so bright. All I can say is lots of shining lights coming out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think let's roll with the category and let's see who the nominees are. In the category for Special Achievements, Awards, and the Most Inspiring Student, the winner is Farida Hassani.
Well done. Congratulations.
Yeah, definitely. I really loved her talk. Hey?
Yeah, well, she was something special.
No,
in a good way.
Definitely.
Yeah, amazing.
And very bubbly at that.
Yes.
And I don't know, for the audience, those of you that everybody that watched her talk, man, she's lived a life.
Yeah. No, like I don't know if I could have like even come and tell that story, use that to my advantage. Like sometimes I think we all try to, but to do it like this is just absolutely, it's
Yeah.
mind blowing. And yeah, just a well deserved, and pushing through and to be this breakout speaker. Like really, it's a very special award and a special. I hope that Farida is going to celebrate, because unfortunately she can't be here. But we will definitely convey the message to her, and we just hope that she will celebrate this properly. And yeah, just well done, and thank you again for being part of the program.
Yes, thank you. Well done.
Well, that's it for our awards for this evening, but we're not done. We're almost done, but we're not done quite yet, because there's some important information that Razan and I need to share with you, and to make sure that you know what's going to happen and what you can expect for next year. So will you start us off? What can we expect next year, Razan?
Well, next year we're going again.
Yeah.
And in our usual momentum and style, we'll be going even bigger.
Yep.
With an even bigger global financial planning conference. And we've got some really exciting announcements that we'll be sharing with you closer on in the year. And also an expanded speaker influencer program based in the UK and South Africa and around the world.
Yeah, bringing on more coaches from different parts of the world. So really looking forward to that, bringing some flavor, real global flavor. We already have that. I mean, like Asker is from, is it Sweden? Like, where's he from?
Copenhagen, I think.
Yeah. So I don't know where. I didn't do that well in geography. Maths was more my thing. But yeah, but I mean, Asker already brings this global flavor. And then we've got Dominic and Nick, who's from the UK. So looking to bring in 1 or 2 additional coaches next year from other parts of the world as well. And we're busy with those, looking at who that will be and negotiations and so forth. So really looking forward to that. So bigger, better next year. Can't wait for that. So if you are interested in joining us next year for the 2023 class of the international speaker, remember, an award-winning international speaker and influencer program. It is really proper, and you could see everybody that's here. And also, if you are a speaker from this year, just before I get to how you can get involved, I want to ask you, please tell people about this. Help us get the word out. Share why people should come and go through this experience, because it's really an experience apart from what you walk away with as a result of this. So, Razan, where can people register their interest for 2023?
Well, there's a brand new place that you can go register. And we are incredibly excited about that. We're not going to give anything away, but you can go to www.financialplanningconference.global. And you can register your interest there to participate in next year's program. I believe we're opening the entries around about September, right?
Yes. Yeah. So
Yeah.
September usually it opens. But for now, you can register your interest. So say, I'm interested. And then we're going to let them know, listen, now here's the application where you need to go and apply, because there is an application process. It's not just whose hand is up first, because there's a lot of commitment and a lot of things that you need to sell it to us. Like, why do you want to be on this program? Because otherwise you're not going to see it through probably. So very important that there is a proper application process and some interviews and things like that before we then announce by the end of the year who got in. And there are limited places. So it's not like it's free for all. But more on that, we will definitely share once we open the application process. So just one more time, www.financialplanningconference.global. And I'm sure Dan will link to it down below in the description of the YouTube on this particular live stream and video. So we hope to receive that interest from you somewhere now, like immediately.
Yeah, just go ahead, send it to everybody now. And let's see, we'll see at the end of the evening where we get. And I just want to reiterate on that. We do take limited, applicants on that. We do get a lot of applications. And being part of this huge program with this incredible amount of coaches, you could imagine if you'd try to do a program like that on your own, it's really in this current. There's nothing else like it. It's just simply not possible to get that level of input. Then you've also got the input from all of the other people in the cohort supporting you. So that's really it's unique. It's one of a kind, and I'm very sure that's why it's won awards.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I mean, like, I think the other big thing is to remember that this doesn't even cost you a cent. But for that, I mean, we're very lucky to have all these sponsors. So we do want to thank all our sponsors from all over the world. Like, we've really had phenomenal support. So thank you. Like, it's a too long list to mention all of them here. But if you go to any of the websites for the conference and that, you'll see who they are. But a big thank you to them. Because of the sponsorship, we are able to pay for the coaches and offer this free to those who get in. But hence the big reason why we can't just let people in. You have to be committed. You have to go through the process and show how much you want this and why you want this and what you want to do once you finish this. So I think that is why it's so important. And will we bring Mr. Dan on?
Yes,
bring Dan Graham back. I think it's about time.
Mr. Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Hello, mate. Yeah, we do this every year, and it's like we never want to close it because we don't want it to finish. It's really hard. It's really hard to close this, given that everyone has been on this massive 6-month-long journey, and then to close it on one night, it just doesn't feel normal. But I mean, every good thing has to come to an end, I suppose, doesn't it? But I mean, yeah, it's from my perspectives, it's just working with you guys again for another year, seeing the change in everything this year has just gone bigger, and we're going to go bigger next year. And every single year it's different. The cohorts are different every year. They're amazing every year, but every year is different, and they've got little distinct differences between them, and it's lovely to see. And we always say this, don't we? It's not a job. People say thank you to us and thank you so much and everything, but you guys are the ones who make this amazing, because you make it so nice to work with every single person as well. So thank you to all of our amazing speakers and coaches and everything. And I just want to reiterate as well, the sponsors. The reason that we can offer this program for free, of course, to our amazing speakers and make them as good as they are, is because of our fantastic sponsors. So thank you to the massively long list. Like you said, Francois, it's too long to go through, of all the people who got involved. I should say as well, sorry, I'm taking up too much time here talking, that all the people who have won tonight, obviously you guys will be receiving badges and stuff that you can promote your win with as well. Like Adam's just popped a few up on the corner, the very top corner there. You can probably see that he's trying to squeeze us out of the screen. So yeah, we'll be sending those through at some point over the next week or so you guys can promote the hell out of this as well. But for me, fabulous. Once again, thank you so much to everyone that got involved, and let's do it again bigger next year.
I have a question before we go. Dan, what was your highlight this year? Francois, what was your highlight this year? Dan, go.
Oh, this is the thing, you see. Are you talking from the conference or are you talking from the Speaker and Influencer program? Because
let's do the whole. What did you enjoy most?
Beginning to end.
What, Mike? They're the best. I think the best times through the Speaker and Influencer are the ones behind the scenes. So we have drop-in sessions with, I think maybe drop-in sessions with the speakers throughout the program, where they come in and they just relax and ask questions, and you can see their talks getting better from the very, very beginning. And then we put them in breakout rooms and we have fantastic conversations, and all of that kind of stuff is where the real kind of friendships and relationships and everything. And you just can't imitate them all. They are inimitable. Only this program can give you those kind of things, and it was lovely to be involved. So
I think Francois was going to cry.
I'm good. I'm good. I was too busy. There wasn't time to get emotional today. But my highlight is absolutely to see what people have achieved, how far they've come. And I think it goes back. There was all these little moments, throughout the program, whether it's the first time we met, then sort of the first session that Dominic presented, and then the drop-in sessions, and then like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I'm thinking this, and you see how many times they change, and then ultimately to see them actually deliver that final talk, where some of them still, like the day of the morning, like as you heard Charlotte said, she still changed the talk, added some things in there. And that for me is, like I said, this like on the day as well, it's just to see the progress and when people push through right to the end. I mean, we've had people contacting me saying like, can I rather give you a video? Can you rather use the video? And then I go like, no, you've come this far. Now you're going to do this. And when they then get off and they've done this, like that for me is just, that I don't know how to put it. Like, it's just amazing to see people push through. And then overcome something that for a long time has probably been a barrier for them, or a blocker, or something they've been afraid of, and they just faced it and they went right through it. So that for me is the highlight. Rizan, like, you've got plenty of highlights, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, I definitely do. But I think for me, the highlight would be seeing the human side. I'm not going to cry, am I?
This is why we had the banner prepared already for you guys.
So for me, you know, for me, it's you walk into a room, a virtual room, and it's spaces you don't know. You don't know what's, what is going to happen here. What can you say? What can't you say? What kind of questions you ask? But through the program, you get to know people, and they tell a bit of their story, and you see a very, very human side to the financial planner that we often, I think, or financial planners often, have to put on such a brave front. And for me, really the human side and the human element, and seeing that vulnerability, it's a beautiful thing to see, and it gives you hope. It's strange times, and it's really wonderful when people form such connections, and you can be part and privy of seeing them form and blossom. So I'll stop there.
Yeah. And of course, hosting again this year has been an absolute privilege. Like, if I can't do this until the day I die, I'll do that. So that has been absolutely amazing, working with you, Dan, working with Adam, Owen, and Claire, and everybody. That also is a big, big highlight for us, just to be able to bring this to South Africa, and for South Africa to be part of this amazing, amazing initiative. So thank you from our whole country. And Dan, you stick with us, we'll teach you how to cry. Don't you worry.
I was saying to Adam, Francois, I think you do all my crying for me, to be honest, mate. I think you've cried more than I've cried in the last 10 years. So, yeah, maybe I need to learn to be a little bit more empathetic. That's probably my problem. But yeah,
we'll have a couple of days when I'm over there. So I'll see if I can pull you aside and help you.
You're just going to punch me in the face. That'll make me cry, won't it? Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, I'll teach you how to cry.
Yeah, that too, but that'll teach Adam. This oak needs to learn to cry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for an amazing, amazing evening. Thank you for joining us, Rizan. Thank you very much for co-hosting. I mean, we co-host. It's not like anyone's, like, we do this together. Dan, thank you. We really appreciate it for you being on and for chatting to the coaches and for everything else that you do behind the scenes. To Adam Owen, we actually should bring him on as well. Adam is a big, big part behind the scenes, especially this year. He, like last year, he was a bit in the front, but this year he was 100% in the background. And if things run smoothly, it's because of Adam and Claire and Dan and a whole bunch of other people. I promise. Well, they probably don't tell us about. But just thank you very much to all of you as well. Rizan, that's it.
That's it. Are we going to close the lid on this one?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good evening. Here's the closing credits. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you in 2023.
Thanks, everyone.